Oh God, it's been that long. What's up,
Hey! I'm
everybody?
keeping that in. That's
Yes,
staying
you are. What's
in.
up, everybody? Welcome to BakaBites. I'm Frankfurter, that is magically average. I am back. Yes, hello. I am back from my trip from Japan, and that's pretty much what this episode is going to be about. Me just getting out, gushing over Japan and what I did and then things I bought, etc. So if you have no basis of wanting to listen to another white boy talk about their trip to Japan, by all means, skip this episode. However, I have a lot to talk about. I'm very excited about it, and we're gonna have a whole episode about it. Whether it be like 30 minutes or an hour, well, time will tell. But at the end of the day, I had a great time, despite the fact that there were some ups and downs, but mostly ups. So yeah, getting into it. I know you and Drew have been recording the past few weeks. Thank you for taking over in my absence. I
Mhm.
still need to listen to the episodes. I've been just busy as hell, but
Nah, you're
now that
fine.
I have to,
That's fine.
I work 3 days in the office, so I can go,
You
listen
can
to that
fly.
on my drives to the office. So it'll be fine. I'll listen to them soon. But I took a 2 week trip to Japan. I learned a lot. I didn't learn a lot, and I bought a lot of shit. And I also got some shit gifted to me by my aunt. So, without further ado, let's kind of hop into it. So, I left. The traveling there was the absolute, like, there and back was the biggest bullshit ever because of the way we did things. So I worked in the office Thursday, the 22nd of January. I drove home, which is like a 45 minutes to an hour drive home. It was over an hour, spoiler alert, to get
Gross.
home. Picked up the wife, picked up the dogs, drove to my in laws, which is like a 4 hour drive south. Got there, fell asleep, or like basically just passed out instantly, and woke up the next day, got into my father in law's truck, and went to the airport. From there, we flew from the Austin airport to Portland. Landed in Portland at like 4 p.m. Got dinner at my friend's house because my buddy lives in Portland. He picked us up, or yeah, he picked us up from the airport. We got dinner, and then we just drove like to his place, passed out. Next morning, took an Uber to the airport and flew from Portland to Vancouver, or not Washington, Portland, Oregon to Vancouver, Canada. Had like an hour ish, maybe 2 hour layover.
Which I will
And then,
say, preferred because you go through like your passport bullshit in the US because you're flying
yes.
across the border. So it's
Well,
like it's honestly, in terms of getting a second leg, it's preferable to do it on the first one if you can.
well, we'll talk about that.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
yeah. So, flew from Vancouver to Japan, and that was like a 10-hour flight, 10.5 hour flight.
that's
And then,
crazy. Well,
yeah,
no,
it was.
I say that because like flying direct from Detroit, which is around where I live, it's 13 hours.
Yeah,
But flying from Detroit to Vancouver is like 6.
I don't
I
know what to tell you, bro.
I'm gonna take a quick aside right here to because I have to. I was talking with an old coworker of mine because he had gone to Korea.
Yeah,
He's from Korea, so he went back, or I should say, his family's from Korea. He's from the area, but he was
right.
like his first time in a while going back to Korea with his family, and we were talking about the trip, and our other coworker came by, and he's like, man, I just don't understand why planes fly like that, and we were like, explain. He's like, well,
Elaborate.
he goes, and this is him being genuine. He was like, well, why don't they just fly straight across? And we were like, straight across what exactly? And he's like, well, like, the map. And we're like, hang on,
Yeah.
time out, hang on. First off, Earth, spherical, it's a globe, not
Yep.
flat. On a map,
Hmm.
it's two-dimensional. That's not how real things work. Earth is three-dimensional. So you don't have to fly in a straight line across. You can fly over the curvatures of the Earth.
Yep.
Shorter pathway. He's like,
Yep.
fine, but why didn't you fly the other way? And then we've gone, okay, that's requires further explanation. Go on. he was legit convinced that if you fly the same way the Earth rotates, you would technically get there
Oh,
faster,
sweet
but basically the
fucking baby
plane
Jesus.
would float in the air, and then once the Earth rotated around, they could land. I'm not joking. We had a 20-minute. I couldn't even call it a discussion because it was the equivalent of like yelling at like a monkey in the zoo or like a
No.
giraffe. It was like that level of like there's no winning at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like
no,
they were
there's
just
really not.
no.
That's some shit.
Sorry, I had to say because
No, that's
the
fine.
flight
That's
stuff.
A-okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awful.
No, yeah, no, that was, and I was like, "You're my coworker." That scares me.
Okay. Anyways, so we
So
get
your
to
10 and a half
Japan
hour
and
flight. Now you're finally
yeah,
in Japan.
wonderful. That flight over, I know that I was supposed to like, stay up as late or as much as you can and then sleep the like last 3 to 4 hours ish, or sleep the first 3 to 4 hours and then stay up the rest of it. I watched all of Girls Band Cry, which took me a while because it's 13 episodes.
Yeah.
And then I tried to sleep. So I probably got like 2 hours of sleep and then watched all of an anime plus more anime, just like current episodes of shows. Um, so yeah, there's that. Also, Girls Band Cry, quick aside, it's a good show. It's not great. It's not like my favorite, but it was good. It is I can't recommend it and say like it was worth my time, but like at the same time it's like if you have nothing else to watch, go for it. The
Yeah.
3D animation's really good, but yeah, it wasn't as good as I had hoped unfortunately.
Hmm.
But still, good time. Uh but to skip all of Japan and then talk about travel real quick. We traveled a shit ton during the trip, but that'll be later. But traveling home, my aunt booked us a basically the train, like the express train to
Mm-hmm.
Narita Airport.
Yeah.
So we take the last day, we take the train in the afternoon, and at this point we're all kind of like hoping that it's not going to be delayed because it had just started snowing in Tokyo,
Oh, piss.
like snowing, and we're like, oh fuck. This, like, please, for the love of God, do not be delayed. And it wasn't like the snow that I feel like was what I was scared about. It was the fog. Because when we took the train to the airport, there was so much fog. And I will touch upon that also later when I talk
Entered
about another location that we go
entered
to.
like
But like
Silent Hill shit.
no, like legitimately like Silent Hill shit. Like you could not see the ground type Silent Hill shit. Like
Jesus.
it was yeah, I'll talk about that later. But we get to the airport, plane was already there. We were fine. We left like maybe 20 minutes late, so it was great. We flew back to Vancouver, Canada, which was about 8.5 hours because we had the tailwind, so it was a lot quicker.
And that's the way the Earth rotates.
Anyways, so it was a lot quicker, but what was really odd is that we got off the plane, and usually you go through, whatever security checkpoints you need to, etc. But in the little sky bridge that leads to the plane, I can't remember what the fuck it's called off the top of my head.
Like just the
There were
bridge? Just, yeah.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
bridge to get like when they call your boarding group, you board the plane. That like little fucking
Yeah.
tunnel thing. Before the exit of the tunnel, there were 3 border patrol agents from Canada checking everybody's passports. And all of us were like, this isn't normal. I don't think. Like, I don't travel internationally, but even I was just like, this isn't normal. We all give them our passports. They look at us. They look at the passport. They look at us, look at the passport, hand it back. We're good. We go upstairs, use the restroom, and, we're adjusting our bags, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And we looked down and they got somebody. They were there waiting for somebody to get off this
Yeah.
fucking plane. Can you imagine flying 8.5 hours just to be detained and potentially just thrown back on a plane just to go another 10 hours back to where you came from?
That happened
That would
recently.
suck.
That happened recently in the US, I think. There was a French woman, I want to say a French woman, like this was this like a scary moment because somehow went through security. They went through initial TSA check. They went through
Yeah.
they went through gate check and got into a seat, and they had no ticket ever. They never had
How?
a ticket. I'm like, holy amount of red flags at that airport, wherever this is. Jeezums. That should never happen. But yeah, they
Yeah.
like, I think during the flight, because she had locked herself in the bathroom during the flight, they were like, they found out. And so when they landed, she
Mhm.
was like, don't send me back. Don't take me back. I don't want to go back. And they were like, well, here's the problem, lady. You're not allowed to be here legally. So you don't
And
have like a
I
visa.
don't think you want ICE to take you over.
Yeah. So like, we're going to send you back now. But it was like, yeah, it was like an 8-9 hour flight or something. They
That's
were just like, all
awful.
right, you're shipped back. Well, then imagine you get, so if you're this poor person on your plane, well, I shouldn't say that because they might have done
No,
something nefarious, but
no, they probably had.
if you're the person that got detained and you get sent back on the next flight, right? Not only are you basically going to be manhandled the whole time because they're not going to let you leave their site. But when you get
Yep.
back, you got to go immediately to a room and get interrogated. So now you've basically flown for 17 hours on top of the however many hours it took you to get on another flight. So you're looking at a
Yep.
day of just like being grilled with questions while also flying across waters. Like,
Yeah.
some people don't
It
think it all
wasn't
the way
great,
through.
but
Some people don't think it all the way through. It's just kind of the immediate like decision making process is pretty quick and abrasive.
yeah. So here's where things get weirder. So
Oh God.
going back real quick to the Narita airport, my wife wanted to get her dad like nice like Japanese whiskey while we were over there and bring it back. And we were looking into doing just like the duty free type deal where you just buy it at the airport, you bring it back on your
Yeah, yeah,
carry on, and end of the day. But we're like, well, we have a connecting flight in Vancouver. Is that going to be okay? And apparently, there's a thing called STEBS, STEBS, or it's either Stubs or STEBS. I think it's STEBS. And basically, what it is they put your item in like a see-through bag, and then they put the receipt in there so it shows everything. But some airports don't care because if you have a connecting flight, you basically have to go through security again.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, okay, how do we handle this? And we're like, well, it's going to be a full flight. I don't want to take my full backpack on. Let's just buy it, throw it in my backpack, and check it. And check the backpack at the gate, which is what we did. And honestly, thank God we fucking did because when we were in Canada, basically we had to go through security, literal security again, like you would go through
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
like a regular airport.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get back to like it was like great. We waited our hour and a half or whatever it was for a connecting flight, and then we took our propeller plane. Which, by the way, yes, from Portland to Vancouver and Vancouver to Portland, it was like a little propeller plane, so it was
Like
really
a
fucking neat.
like a prop plane. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. But we
Pond
took our
hopper.
propeller plane back to Portland, and then we were just back. We didn't go through customs or anything. We were just back in the airport.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck is going on? And we had to ask somebody at the info desk. We're like, hey, we just came back from Canada. Like, don't we have to go through like customs or anything? And they're like, no, you did all that in Canada. We're like, what? And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, you did that all in Canada. You're good to go. Have fun. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking to myself, like, all the customs was just a fucking security check, and that's it. And I'm just like,
Well,
what
when
the fuck?
yeah, I mean, because usually it's not your final destination. It's always when like whatever country
But
you're
like
going
we
through.
didn't declare anything. We didn't do shit. We just fucking went through security.
You didn't do that when you landed back home either.
No, no, because we were literally in like the regular airport because we found out
That
that
sounds like an
Canada to
error.
can't no because Canada to Portland or Vancouver to Portland they consider a domestic flight.
I mean, in
So we did
fairness, they do
it
at
is,
times.
but
It's like
yeah.
they're like it's U.S., it's Canada, and everyone's just like whatever.
So it's just like we didn't go through any sort of customs because apparently Vancouver to Portland is fucking domestic. And our security check in Vancouver was
Was
our customs.
was your customs? Huh?
But, like, we didn't fill out any forms, we didn't do shit, we just fucking flew, and we're, like,
No,
so confused.
well,
We were like, "Wait a second, don't we have to do, like, this, and this?" And, like, cause like, we had downloaded the app that you had to do for, like, basically easy customs to
for
get back into the
Japan.
United States.
Oh,
Well, just
oh.
in general.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, to get back into the United States, they have their own app, I forget what it's called, but, yeah, we, like, filled that out while we were waiting for people to go to the bathroom, and we're like, "Okay, then we gotta go through customs or whatever," and then we realized, no, we're just in the fucking airport, like, the domestic airport, and we're like, "What the fuck is
Yeah.
going on?" So, yeah, fun fact, that's weird.
I mean,
So
if you fill it out online, then you're fine. Yeah, because we went.
no, we didn't. We filled it out online, and it's like, "Okay, go to this terminal, like, go to, like, this kinda, like, gate." You know how it's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah.
line to go to a custom
Yep.
officer? There's, like, an expedite line that you can go to for customs, but it's like we never went through customs, so we just canceled the thing and just were like, "Great, we're home." It was the most bizarre fucking thing in the world.
that's a little odd because I feel like
Yeah,
even when like
it
we
was weird.
flew, because when we flew
Like, in
Copenhagen to
Canada,
Amsterdam.
they made us scan our passports, and they, like, had, like, a mirror with a camera behind it, and they took
Yeah,
our
yeah,
photo, but that was it.
yeah,
That was all the customs we went through, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
yeah. Customs is a lot
But
different
anyways,
now. It's yeah, because
apparently.
when we flew back from Copenhagen, we went Copenhagen to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Detroit, and when we went to Detroit, we have like a global entry or whatever. So it's literally just you
Yeah,
walk down, they scan your face, and you're like, there you go, and you leave, and that's it. So
that's wild.
yeah, no, that's
But
great.
yeah, so,
All
back
right,
to
so
Japan.
getting
First
there and getting back, kind of
that's the
crazy,
getting there, getting
but
back, kinda weird, but well, getting back home, sorry, we flew back from so we get into Portland, stay the night at our buddy's house, wake up the next morning, catch a flight from Portland to Austin, drive the
catch
hour
a
and a half
ride.
from the Austin airport to my in-laws, and then we stayed the night there, worked from home at their place that Monday, and then drove from their place back to our place the 4 hours the after work, essentially. So our travel was fucked to hell and back. It was awful.
I was
Like
so
I'm
worried about you guys.
still recovering.
Yeah, I was so worried about you guys. The
Yeah,
amount of
I'm
travel
still
there
recovering a little bit.
when you were in Japan too, like that was gonna be a lot. So
Yeah. So speaking of Japan, let's get into it. First night, Aunt picks us up from the airport. She's just like, "Okay, you go here to get your Suica card, and then I have train. Like, I will buy us train passes, so we have the express train to go to this station, and then we'll take you back to my place. So you could drop your bags, and we'll get dinner." That's exactly what we did. First night, there were I should specify it was me, my wife, and then two other couples. One couple had a hotel room. The other couple stayed with my wife and I, and then my aunt at their place in Roppongi. So we basically took the train. Once we got off the train, we split up. We took our path back to their place. They took their path to the hotel, and they passed out. The five of us went to a yakitori restaurant and just ate entirely way too much fucking food because my aunt was like, you guys can eat, right?
eat, eat,
And
eat.
just fucking kept ordering and ordering and ordering, and we were like, "Oh my god, when is this going to end?" But we also know just, like, don't waste food, eat everything.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was just like, "Oh my god." So that was night 0.
Yep.
Day 1, we again, jet lag, so we wake up butt ass early in the morning. We were up by, like, 4 or 5 AM, whatever it was.
Pretty
Wake up.
typical.
My aunt was already awake because she's also jet lagged. She'd just gotten there, like, 2 or 3 days before us. So she was jet lagged. She woke up, she made us breakfast. And then we, like, left by, like, 6:30, like, 6:45, and we went to our first shrine, which I'm realizing I'm not even on the correct, thing. So we went to, the Hiei Shrine, which is just a really small shrine, I believe, in Roppongi. It was really nice. It was, again, very small. The grounds were small, but, like, it had a lot of stairs. But it was really cool. It was like, oh, so this is what, the shrine type deal is. And then from there, like, my two friends, they really like photography, so they were just kind of walking around taking photos of what they could, etc. And so we leave there and we walk to our second shrine of the morning because the only thing open in Japan in the morning, not even just Tokyo, just Japan in general, is shrines. That's it. They're like, you will be hard pressed to find a cafe that is open early in the morning. They all open at 10 or 11 a.m.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're going to get fast food. Like a
Yep.
Starbucks might be open, but that's about it. And it's just like we've been boycotting Starbucks as best as we can. We're like, we're not doing it. Fuck it. Like whatever. So we walk like about a kilometer or so to our second shrine, which was Meiji Jingu, which
Look at
is
this.
the big shrine in Tokyo.
Look at this fancy gaijin coming back using the metric system.
Yeah, I know. Um, So we go to Meiji Jingu, which was like the really big shrine in Tokyo,
Mhm.
and walked the grounds. It was great. My aunt was with us because she wanted to go to the shrines as well. And it just so happened that like we were walking there, and it was like again 7:30 in the morning. Like it was very early. Like we see the normal people like who are like it's their daily routine. They go there, they pray, and then they leave. But then off to the side where there's a booth that is selling things which doesn't open until like 9 a.m. I think, or maybe 8:30. I don't know. Maybe they were open early. There was just a long ass line, and we're like, "Why is there such a long line?" And my aunt, my aunt being like the very like outgoing person she is, just walks up to somebody like I don't know if they were security or somebody that basically worked there and knew the goings on. They were like, "Oh, there's some like new merch that's limited edition that's being sold starting today, so that people are lined up to buy it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." But while we were kind of just walking around and about to leave, we also saw that the Tokyo fire station was setting up there, and we realized that they were setting up to do like a ceremony later in the day. I
Oh.
don't know if they did the burning ceremony that day. If they did, it was later in the afternoon or later in the morning. But yeah, they were setting up for New Year's kind of ceremony, and really from there we just kind of went whole hog and just really went way too hard on day one. We did a lot of just sightseeing and then ended up in Shibuya and did
Rookie.
some shopping in Shibuya, a lot of walking in Shibuya,
Rookie
and
mistake.
then at I know it was bad. We did like I think 21,000 steps in the first day.
Oh. After
Yeah.
traveling too. My God.
Yeah. So we ended our like I guess afternoon like when it was sunset we did Shibuya Sky because again friends are photographers or they like photography just as casual. They wanted to go to Shibuya Sky and film or take pictures of the sunset. So we did that, leave, go to dinner, go back to my aunt's place, pass the fuck out. But my aunt decided to give us these little omamori, which I think this actually happened later in the trip. But she gave us these little wooden omamori, which is what was being sold at the shrine that day. And apparently, the story behind it is that 70,000 of those were made total because they just rectified a new torii gate at the entrance of the Meiji Jingu shrine. And the old torii gate, the wood from it, they made into those omamori that are just generalized like good luck charms. So they made this limited edition omamori, and my aunt decided to stay in line and just buy a bunch
Your
for the group.
your aunt is too good for you guys.
She is.
She's
She's the absolute nicest person, the nicest human being I've ever met. She's great. So yeah, it was like one of those things that you're just like, that is so freaking cool. Um, but yeah, so day one comes to an end. Day two, we go to Disney Sea. We do a half day there because really we wanted to do one, maybe two rides. Like if we can get the second ride at like
blasphemy.
well, all the rides are the same essentially. They're just in Japanese. But there was one specific one at Disney Sea. It was the Tangled ride that is exclusive to Disney Sea.
No, there's
Um,
more.
well, there's also 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which we did do
And
because it was a Journey to the Center of the Earth,
and
which we did not do Journey to the Center of the Earth. That was the other one I wanted to do, but it was a 3-hour wait.
ugh. Doesn't isn't
Yeah, like
is it Disney Sea
all
that
we
has?
went we went to a we went on a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday at the end of
Oh,
January.
bro,
It's not a holiday. It
bro.
was fucking busy. So
Oh yeah.
everything was like a minimum 3-hour wait,
Have you
other
not
than fucking 20,000 leagues under the sea.
have you not seen the videos online? It's crazy. These people like they'll line up 3 hours
Oh,
in
I know.
advance. Wild.
I know, and I wish we had gone to Disney, like, proper there because I wanted to see the Baymax people.
Okay, I think yeah, I was couldn't remember if it was the Tokyo Disney or Disney Sea, but my favorite ride is a little aside. My favorite ride is Beauty and the Beast by far. That
I
ride,
believe that's regular Disney.
oh fuck, I wish you would have gone to that. That is one of the most incredible rides I'd ever been on. Like
Yeah,
start to
that's
finish.
I'm almost positive that that is Disney proper, like
Yeah.
Tokyo Disney,
But
because it's not.
but
Yeah.
The Baymax people are absolutely hilarious. When
Yeah, and that's also at Tokyo Disney.
it is.
For those of you who don't know, there are people that will stand at there's a Baymax basically bumper card ride, and they play a couple of songs throughout the entirety of the ride or just in general throughout the day. But there is a dedicated fan base that will sit outside the ride, sing the songs, and just dance all day long.
Yep.
And that is all they will do.
Yep.
And I wanted to see it for myself, but I was like, we're not gonna spend the extra money to just
It
do that. So
it's when I saw it, I was like, these people are
my
wild,
people.
and I love it. Yeah. It's basically for anyone who knows or has gone to Disney World, it is the same as the like flying saucers ride, like the alien ride in
Okay.
Hollywood Studios. So it kind of whips you around in a little circle.
But yeah, so we basically did a full loop of Disney Sea because basically the main reason we convinced our friends to go there is the fact that one of the shticks at Disney Sea is that they have a fuck ton of different flavored popcorns.
Yeah, they do.
Also we found out they have a fuck ton of different churros, which I found out way too late.
Yeah, they do.
I only ended up getting one churro, but we got like 7 different
Did you
popcorns
try
that we split between
Did you try
6
Ariel's beef
people.
curtains?
It's not in Mermaid Lagoon anymore, but
Damn
yes, we
it.
tried the beef. We tried the beef. It was not great. So we tried the regular caramel, I believe. That was good. It was normal. Soy sauce and butter, really kind of disappointing. We were hoping the butter would come through a little bit more, but it was mostly
Oh,
just salt. Milk chocolate was one of my favorites. That was really good.
shocking.
The curry, they had a curry popcorn, which, and by the way, this goes for all the popcorn. Since you're about to go, and if you do this, do not eat the popcorn kernels like one by one or like a couple at a time. You have to have a full fucking like handful of
Yeah.
popcorn to get the flavor. Otherwise, you're not going to get a lot of the flavor.
Yeah. You're going to get
But
one that's empty, and a third one that's going to be absolutely flavor blasted.
yeah, so we got the curry. Curry was it was better than I expected. And
Okay.
then we got the garlic shrimp, which was good. We got the roast beef, which was just awful in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Ariel's beef curtains aren't that tasty.
I think we got the garlic scallop butter. And then I wanna say we
That
got
sounds
one other one,
wild.
and I don't remember
There
which
wasn't
one it
there
was.
wasn't like a I feel like one when I went there was like a soy sauce and wasabi one that was really good because it was like
They didn't
salty and
have that.
spicy.
No,
Oh, that
it
sucks.
was just the soy sauce and butter. I mean, they had oh, no, they had a Chinese chili one as well. That's the
Oh,
one that I don't have on this list, and that one was pretty good, and it had a little small kick to it, so
sounds tasty.
but yeah, we got a butt ton of popcorn that we split between the whole group. And then I know my wife will kill
You
me if
didn't
she hears me from the other room while I say this, but one of the last popcorns we bought, we were just standing around, and then a bird shit on my wife's hand,
Oh
and we had to go find a bathroom. We had to go find
no.
a bathroom to
Oh
so she could wipe it off,
no.
and that's
I
yeah,
didn't know that
and
happened. Oh no.
yeah, the bird shit on her hand, so we had to find a
Wait,
bathroom, and of course bathroom was like across the fucking direction of where we were at.
did
So it was
you
just like, God damn
that's
it.
not all you guys ate, right? There's so many good food like stalls other than just popcorn and churros there.
No, that's all we ate. We ate
Oh
popcorns
my
and churros. The
god.
only churro we bought was a creme brulee
Urgh.
churro, and that was very disappointing,
They
unfortunately.
have like little mochi dumpling things that are delicious. They're so
Oh, I know.
tasty.
I saw those, and I was just like, dude, I didn't think it was possible to get full on popcorn. I was filling up on popcorn. I was like, fuck this, dude. But the group had decided like that they wanted to do another thing, and so we kind of split ways at that point. And
After Disney?
my wife, Yeah, for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when the bird shit on my wife's hand, they were like, "Hey, I think this is the point
I,
where we're gonna
I
split
think the
off and do our
universe
own
is
thing.
telling us we should, we should probably go our own way.
This is the end of Tokyo Disney
Hmm.
Disney Sea." So they split off to do I forget whatever the fuck they did. They did what? Oh,
Who the fuck cares?
they no, I remember they went to go get food that I knew Sam wasn't gonna like. So I was like, okay, I'll miss out on this, but yeah, you go do that. They got monjayaki, I believe. And I know that Sam it's
Yeah, it's
you know, like the cabbage pancakes, it's that but doughy.
yeah. No, I know
And I
those
knew
are
Sam
good.
wasn't I knew yeah, I knew Sam wasn't gonna like it, so I was like, "Let's just do our
Well, you know
own
what?
thing.
I
Let's go get."
tell her I'm glad that bird shat on her hand. She deserves it. It's missing out on good food.
So, excuse me.
Serves you right.
Um, they went to go do that. We actually ended up going to Coco Ichibanya that day because we
Oh my
wanted to
god.
see the different if there was a difference, and there is a difference between the one here in the DFW area and the ones in Japan. Their spice levels are more spicy there than they are out here,
Yeah,
um,
cause
because of the
I
way they do their scaling for
no,
spice.
no, it's because you're.
No,
It's because you guys are white. You guys are the whitest of whites down there.
no, the way they do their
Y'all
scaling
can't
for spice
handle your
is
hate.
different. Anyways, it was good. And then we in that area that we had found a Coco Ichibanya, we also saw the building that houses Comiket. So I got a
Ooh.
picture of that. That was great. I was not expecting to see. I was like, that building is a familiar shape. I think that's where they do Comiket. And sure shit, that's exactly what it was.
Nice.
And then in that same block, just like in that like kind of there's like a park there, uh, but there's also like a block of businesses. And in that business block was Konami's headquarters. So I got a photo in front of Konami's headquarters, which was really cool.
That's cool.
Um, and then after that, we met up with our friends at a place like that was like half a kilometer away. We basically just walked there. It was called Small Worlds Miniature Museum. So basically, they
Oh
took just like
yeah.
it was really fucking cool. So they took like the space coast for Florida where they like launch all the rockets, and they did like a miniature town of like launching the rockets with just a bunch of different Easter eggs of just like movie like Easter eggs. Like they had the Beatles like crossing the road like Abbey Road. Like it was really fun.
That's cool.
And then they had an exhibit there that was an airport, like a miniature airport that actually had like planes taking off and landing
I've
and
seen that.
whatnot.
Is that the same place that has the even Neon Genesis
Yep.
Evangelion? Oh,
And they
that's
also had
cool.
an Evangelion world there too. So we got to tour that, and that was fucking dope as hell. So
That's cool.
that was real like a lot of fun. And then after that, I believe we were gonna go get cocktails as a group, but one of the group members was like, "Hey, I am tired. I need to go to bed, or go back. Basically, like I'm about to die." And it was like, "Okay." So four of us went to this place called La France Cocktails, and it was in I don't even remember. I'm not even pretend I remember. Um, I want to say it was by Shibuya, but I really don't remember. And it was some of the best cocktails I've ever had because the guy that was there, it was like it was really funny. It looked like an apartment building, and it was on like the fifth floor, so you had to just like walk up like a small set of spiral stairs,
That's
and then you get there, and you're like, "Is this an apartment or is this like a
that's how
cocktail bar?"
that's how a lot of the places are in Japan. Like
Yeah,
when you see pictures of
it was
like the neon streets and all the lights and stuff, and you see like the signs that look like they go from street to like the roof, and it's just
yep.
you're like, is yeah, that looks like an apartment, but no, it's like each one is a different establishment. Usually, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Also, I believe it's actually in Ginza. Oh no,
That's
it's
not
Chuo City,
close.
Ginza.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You guys went far. You guys went from Well, no, I guess if you were by Tokyo Disney, then yeah, Ginza's close.
No, we
Yeah, yeah,
were
yeah,
on
yeah.
our way back essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
We're only
some of
on
the
day
best.
2, bro. We gotta you're gonna have to
I know,
you're
I
gonna
was
have to give
speaking
the
for some of
Cliff
you.
Notes version, man. I don't need to know
Yeah, yeah.
every
But
shit
again,
you took, every popcorn that got pooped on. We gotta roll.
but yeah, some of the best cocktails we had, although they were pretty weak, but basically it was fresh fruit cocktails. So you pick the fruit that you like, they'll make a cocktail based around that fruit, and it was delicious.
That sounds really good.
I'll send you the Google Maps to it. It was fucking
Nah, don't worry.
delightful.
I'm going to a trading card game store where you bring them your favorite trading card and the bartender
Yep,
will make
I
you a
know. I've
drink.
seen that as well.
That's my place.
So last day, quote unquote, of Tokyo, we took a train in the morning to Fuji, or we took a bus in the morning to Fuji. And we went to Fujioka, went to another shrine, just walked around. Unfortunately, this was the first day because my aunt was kind of traveling as well, and she's like, "Look at Fuji, look at Fuji, look at Fuji," because she's like going to Kyoto and all these other places, and she's like, like it's visible today. The one day we go, it's not fucking visible. There's clouds everywhere. It's slightly
Oh.
drizzling. We're like, God fucking damn it. And like as we are about to leave, you could see the top of Fuji, and we're like, okay, at least we could do that. Like, even the first day when we were in Shibuya, like, you could see it from Shibuya Sky, like, with
Yeah.
the sunset, it was pretty, but the day we
It's
go
pretty.
there, it was just like, "Nope, it's fucking raining and and cloudy." So it's like, "Ah, shit. Alright,
Ah,
whatever."
piss.
Yeah, so, we did that. I don't remember what we did for the rest of the evening. We took a bus back and, yeah, basically prepared for the next day. Next day was we took a train to Nagoya, and this was like we're done with Tokyo until like the very end of the trip. Took a train to Nagoya, went to Ghibli Park. Fucking love Ghibli Park. My friends left early so they can do Toyota Museum because they were doing
Oh,
a
nice.
special exhibit there.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, we went to Ghibli Park. I absolutely loved it. Sam, at this point in time, my wife, was sick. She had a cold where her sinuses were just stuffed up. She couldn't taste anything, couldn't smell anything.
Oh no.
She was just tired. So she was like, after like in Ghibli Park, you can buy your ticket to go into like the basically warehouse, and once you're in, you're in, and then if you leave, you
Yeah.
can't go back in. Um, so after the warehouse and all the standing, because the first 2 days we went fucking hard. Well, I guess the first 3 days we really went hard. It was like 21,000 steps, 20,000 steps, and then like 19,000 steps. Like my wife was just like, "You go walk the rest of the fucking park by yourself. I'm
Well,
sitting my ass here, and
well.
I'm just going to relax."
Also, too, are you counting? Like, are those your steps?
Those are my
Yeah.
steps.
For
Yeah,
every
my
one
wife
of
is
your steps, it's
significantly
like
shorter.
5 steps for her. So if you walked
To put in perspective,
20,000
I'm
steps.
6'2", my wife is 5'2".
Yeah. So if you walked 20,000, she walked like 100,000. She's just like piddling behind
Yeah.
you.
So she was dying, so she was like, "You go walk the park. I'm gonna sit here." I was like, "Great, wonderful. That works perfect for me." So I went off on my own little adventure by myself and walked the entirety of the park, which includes going to the forest section, which is the My Neighbor Totoro section, which was a lot farther than I anticipated. They're like, "Oh, you can take this shortcut here by walking, but it's all stairs," and I'm like, "That's fine."
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I walked it, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's so many
Oops.
stairs. This is a fuck ton of stairs, and they're all uneven, and they're all made out of stone. This was a mistake." Did the like little like tour of the house from My Neighbor Totoro, which you're not allowed to take pictures in the house, but outside the house you could. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. I don't know if I heard that correctly or not, so I'm not going to take
Yeah,
any photos here.
play it safe.
Exactly. I don't want to be the tourist, the dumb fucking tourist that's like taking pictures. But of course, like as I'm in the house exploring it by myself, I think there were like two Korean girls. First thing they did is just pull out their phone because they like walked into the room. They're like, "Can we?" Like they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a photo." And then the one friend was like, "Are we allowed to take photos?" And she's like, "I don't know." And I'm like I don't know
Would it be the
like
quiet
what
white boy that
they
just stands in the
exactly
back?
said. They were talking like in Korean, and I was like, "I don't know what you're saying, but I know exactly what you're saying." And the answer is
Yeah.
no. You can't take pictures in here. So yeah, Ghibli Park was a blast. I forgot that we had bought the tickets that I could go do all the exhibits basically that were paid for. So I did not go inside Howl's Moving Castle, unfortunately, but like I took a photo of it and everything. And I had a really funny story there because I took my photo of like how, like just the castle and whatnot. I was like, "This is fucking cool."
Yeah.
And I don't know if this girl was by herself or whatnot, but she's like, "Hey, can you take my photo in front of the castle?" I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
So she, I'll be cordial. I'll take the photo or whatever. So she's smiling. I take the photos and I go to perfect timing. I go to hand it back. She turns her head towards the fucking castle as if this is a fucking photo shoot. Like she's looking away from the camera. And I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to continue. So I
Yeah.
continue taking photos. And then I go to hand the phone back again. And then she does another pose. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I
You
take
got
more
looped.
photos. So I start taking more photos.
Was it
I'm like,
another
fuck.
like wait, so I might have missed this. Was it another like was she a white chick or was it like another
No,
Oh,
she was. I don't know what nationality she was.
I love the
I
idea
don't
of
know if
the
it was Indian or like something else. But I was just like,
you
oh,
got
okay, I'm supposed to keep going.
you got taken advantage of. Well, that's what I was gonna say because I was like, they saw the alone. I'm gonna highlight this part. The very much alone
White man with a
white man
beard.
with a beard. It was like that guy looks like a stereotypical white boy. I can
Yep.
use him to my advantage. Here,
Like, granted,
time for a photo shoot.
the whole exchange lasted like 20 seconds,
But
but at the
still,
same time, it was still really funny.
that's great.
'Cause
That's great.
it's like every time I was
I'm
like,
gonna
go to hand back the phone, it was a new pose. I'm like, oh fuck.
I'm gonna do that next time when we go. I'm gonna have someone take our photo, and then when my wife goes back, I'm gonna like start doing poses on my own and just see what the person
Oh my
does.
god, it was so funny. But yeah, so we end there. We go take the train back, or once I finish walking,
Yeah.
take the train back, and I'm texting my friends like, "Hey, we're on our way back," and they're like, "Oh, we're about to catch the train." No sooner do I say that, we stop at the next stop, which is the Toyota Museum,
And
and they
they're
walk
there.
onto the same train. I'm like, "Oh, hey guys,
Perfect timing.
fancy meeting you here." Oh, excuse me. Go back to the hotel. The girls are just tired, and the boys are like, "We're hungry." And the
Boys.
like yeah, so the specialty in Nagoya apparently is red miso. So we go find
Ooh.
just some sort of izakaya type place that specializes in red miso. We go have a dinner, which the dinner was fucking hilarious for the fact that my buddy's girlfriend wanted red miso, but again was tired, didn't want to come out. So they had like yakitori skewers, and so my buddy get like the way you had to order was through an iPad, and then they come bring it to your table. Well,
Yeah.
my buddy's like, "Well, I want to take this to go, but they don't have a to go option." So he orders it, they bring it to the table, and he's like, sumimasen, to go? And the guy, I shit you not, looks at him, he's like, Jesus Christ. Like, he's just like, he was pissed. He was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me with these stupid Bakagaijin, like these goddamn idiot tourists. And he like walks away, comes back with a box, and we box it up, and we just promptly like we leave. And then, but before that dinner, we had also gone to a place which there's plenty of them throughout Japan called Perfect Beer, which I do highly suggest going there. Really fucking good beer. They have a combination one that's dude, I dream of it. It was so good. But yeah, we had a few beers there. We went to dinner, go back to the hotel, pass the fuck out. Next morning, wake up, take a bullet train back to Tokyo, and then from Tokyo we take another bullet train to Utsunomiya, which is also just kind of in the middle of nowhere. You don't really like nobody knows what it is other than the fact that they have a gyoza street. And so we basically go there, get to the hotel, relax for a while, and then we go out and we take a bus north of town to what we thought was a bamboo farm. We're like, they dropped us off in basically the suburbs. And we started walking towards this supposed bamboo farm. And we're like, where the fuck is this thing? Like, we just see normal ass houses.
Yeah.
And then out of fucking nowhere, there's a bamboo farm. Just bamboo upon bamboo upon bamboo. And, we order our tickets, we go in, we learn a lot about bamboo, but we like they have different types there. So it's like you kind of get to explore the farm and whatnot, take photos. They had swings, they had like bungee cord, like type, not walking trails, but bungee cord, like things in the trees that you can climb in.
Yeah.
It's meant for children. It's meant for children, but because, the significant others in our groups were small enough, they were like, we're going to do it. So, like, we had a really good time. This was actually the highlight of my wife's like, my wife's highlight of the trip. She really fucking loved it, and,
I
to be fair, it was great.
I love
It
that
was
you
wonderful.
use the voice of the Munchkins for them. They're like us men were too tall,
We're
but the
gonna do
wives are
it.
like we're gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
So they
Bam.
had a blast doing that, but yeah, we learned a lot about bamboo. We had a lot of fun. And then we were like, "Hey, the bus doesn't come for another like 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. We're not going to wait. So let's just call a cab." And we call our friends that, were stayed separate from, the one group that was with my aunt. They went off to do something. They went to a quarry apparently, and the rest of us were just like, "We are tired. We are going to go back. Fuck that." Like we're just
Yeah, yeah,
tired.
yeah.
We're just gonna go relax before dinner and then
Mhm.
a jazz club. And so our friends call the cab and they get the cab and we go to call a cab. There's no cabs in the area. And we're like,
Oops.
fuck. So we decided we'll wait by the bus stop, or if a cab comes first, like we'll call the cab. And luckily a cab came about like 10 minutes later, or like popped up about 10 minutes later, so we were perfectly fine. Took it back to the hotel. We actually went shopping, and then
Ooh.
we or no, that was Sendai. Never mind. Um,
Oh my god.
Basically, went back to the hotel, relaxed, went to dinner, and then we went, which was Gyoza Street, and then we went to a jazz club, which was one of my highlights of the trip. My buddy had talked about this because he had been there before, talked it up a lot, said it's like really nice, like the owner's really cool, and like it's just a good vibe. Like
I
there's probably 20 to 30 seats in this place. Is fucking awesome.
I
I
love that
had
the
a
highlight of your trip would have been the nightmare for my wife.
a jazz club.
Live music and
Yeah.
jazz. It being jazz.
See,
Like her
yeah.
the two worst possible things you could tell her
The
when
fact
she
that it
goes
was a
out.
jazz club, though, it's like you get to sit, so you're sitting the entire
Oh no,
time,
no,
which is
no.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
No, I know.
it's jazz. I think if you told her, what would you rather have? What would you rather have to experience? Your fingernails getting ripped off one by one, or willingly sitting in a seat for an hour at a jazz club? I think she'd be like fingernails, 100%.
Yep.
I'll even let you
Yep.
grow. I'll even sit in the chair, have them grow all the way back, and then you can rip them off again.
Damn. Okay. Learning something new.
Yeah,
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. It was great.
that's
After the
good.
first set, uh, the all the significant others and then one of my buddies whose name also coincidentally is Frank, they all left to go back to the hotel and just relax. I think the girls they got drinks or something, and my buddy just relaxed and just went to bed early. And then my buddy John and I, we just stayed at the jazz club, listened to music, had a great time. Somebody by near the end of the night, like since a lot of people left after the first set, they kind
Hmm.
of reshuffled people into seats, and the original people sitting next to us no longer were sitting next to us. He like his significant other left and he went to go sit at the bar, and so they sat two people next to us, which one of them knew like perfect English, so he was translating everything that was being said to us, which was wonderful.
That's
And
cool.
then a second set starts, and they sat like another couple next to me, and they would not shut up during the second set. And everybody was kind of like getting aggravated with them, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you talking during this?" But near the end of the night, like the people who were sitting to our left, who were really cool, translating everything for us, they bought us like a just kind of whiskey on the rocks, and just we cheers, had fun, talked, and everything. It was a great night. I'm gonna blast through the rest of this real quick because some of it is great, some of it, eh. Um, next 2 days we're at Sendai. The first day we just did a Loople tour, which is just basically you go on a bus, they drop you off different places, and you get to go sightseeing. We did a
Yep.
few things, but that day was mostly just shopping. Between just my buddy Frank and I, we went shopping at the anime stores that were right across like the way from our hotel. And then the following day, we woke up. We took a train about 45 minutes outside of Sendai, like south of Sendai, and we went to a strawberry farm and we did strawberry picking for 30 minutes, which was also probably the best. Other than the like last thing in Sapporo, this was my favorite thing. It was so much fun. It also ruined strawberries for me forever.
Yeah.
Like
Them
it
bitches
sucked.
suck to have to go out and farm. It's no bueno.
No, like, I loved it. It was because it was in a greenhouse. It was in a greenhouse, they had them
Oh.
all in boxes, like, at arm's length, so you just, like, pick it off the box and whatnot,
Oh, dude,
and
there were strawberry and blueberry and blackberry farms up where my grandparents used to have like a summer place, and my grandpa would
oh,
be
yeah,
like,
they're all growing out of the ground,
let's
yeah,
go pick up the
exactly.
berries, and I was like, yeah. And then you get out, you're like, fuck, this hurts. Everything's prickly. I'm covered in
No,
I'm
we
covered in different colors and
yeah,
shades. All the stupid berries.
we were in a greenhouse, and they had probably, like, 60 to 80 rows of just strawberries,
Eh.
and, like, they only opened, like, a limited number of rows for people to go through to pick. So we did 30 minutes of that, which it ruined strawberries forever because they were so fucking delicious. And if you're like, well, our strawberries here are good, it's like, yeah, 1 in every 10 strawberries out here is like really juicy and delightful. All the strawberries out there are fucking juicy and delightful. It
Well,
sucks.
it's
It
it's
really
it's
does.
also why just fruit in general in Japan costs like 10 times as much as they do
I
here.
know. I know.
They
But
don't
yeah,
have
we went
they don't have the land to
strawberry picking.
grow.
It was absolutely wonderful, and then we did more shopping. We went to the Gundam base in, Sendai, we went to the Sendai Pokemon Center,
Nice.
and then just did other general shopping and whatnot, and then we had gyutan for dinner, which was, I
Ooh.
forget what it's called off the top of my head, but it's where you cook all the meat in front of yourself
Well,
for
I
yourself.
was say gyu is meat, well, beef
Yeah,
specifically.
it's beef tongue.
Mhm.
Gyutan is just beef tongue, so
Yep.
it's just cow tongue.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely delightful. But it was no, I forget the cooking method where it's just they give you a grill and you cook it in front, like
Oh,
for
yeah.
yourself.
I can't remember.
I ended up in the middle of the table where the grill was right in front of me, and
Grill
I was
master.
like, so I basically cooked for everybody. Because the person that was across from me was my buddy's girlfriend, who, like, this was basically our second time ever meeting her, and the first time was maybe for an hour. So it's just like,
Wow.
I'll cook. I'm not gonna have you cook. Like, just let me take care of everything. Everybody, just enjoy yourselves. Um. So yeah, there was that. Uh. After that, we took a flight to Sapporo, which that flight almost got canceled slash rerouted back to Sendai because of fog. And I was like, how bad could it be? We were like, it's like a 45-minute to an hour flight from Sendai to Hokkaido, it was specifically the Sapporo airport. And we got like in between the islands, and that's where it was like the cutoff point of like, hey, what is the ground conditions? Are we good to land or are we not good? Because they were like, well, there is a chance that we will turn this around and we will land back in Sendai, and tough titties.
Yeah.
Um, so I was like, how bad could it be? And they're like, okay, no, we're good to land. I was like, great, wonderful. Like, it's not supposed to be snowing in Sapporo today. We're good. We are approaching the airport, and we look out the window because we had the window seat in the middle seat. And I shit you not, the fog was so thick and so large, like tall wise, you could not see like 10-story buildings.
Mhm.
Like 10-story buildings, like the top of the building was sticking out of the fog. Like
Yeah.
it was that dense. Like I was like, "Oh, that's what they meant." Like it is literal Silent Hill bullshit
Yeah. It's like
of fog.
your plane is landing, and what you don't realize is that you're starting a Dark Souls boss fight.
Like
Ha ha
like
ha
I
ha
understood, like, I was like, "Oh, they're over exaggerating this fog in Silent Hill." No, 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 no.
No, no,
That
no.
shit's real. That shit is so real, and it is terrifying,
Yeah.
especially being in a plane. Because it was like we approached and there was just fog for the eye can see, and then we kinda turn around to approach the actual airport, and then it's just like the fog perfectly ends at where, like, the city begins. And we're like, "Oh,
Oh,
there's the city. There's the
there's
airport.
freedom.
We can land. There's land. We can land." So yeah, that was fucking terrifying. Cause like you're coming down and you're just all you see is fog, and then all of a sudden you see land, and you're like, "Holy shit."
As
Uh,
as much as I love being in window seats on planes, there are a handful of times flying where I'm just like, I'd rather not know what's happening outside. Uh,
yeah.
So yeah,
So
I would probably shit my pants if I was on that flight. I'd be like,
we
oh yeah, oh
essentially
cool.
did.
We're this is where we see the Dark Souls boss fight start, and I hope
Yep.
you have enough pots.
Yeah.
Otherwise, time to go back to the campfire or the bonfire.
It was fucking incredibly crazy, just like scary. But we landed. We took a train from the airport to a small town called Nabori Betsu, which is about 45 minutes to an hour train ride south. And it's basically an onsen town, but they also have like basically the Yellowstone of Japan, where it's just like they have geysers and everything else, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's called Hell's Valley, and that was so cool because when we got there, it was sunny. It was like 30 degrees, something like in the mid 30s.
Up, up,
It
up,
was
up,
great.
up,
And we
up, up,
started
up, up.
the whole trip.
Celsius,
It was
Celsius, my friend.
no, okay, sorry. It was like 2
Mister
degrees.
Mister Metric System over here with his
It was like a
kilometers.
degree or two.
There
So,
you go.
fine. It was a
30
degree or
degrees would
two.
technically be 0.
Oh,
uh,
whatever.
Pushes up
Well, I said it was
glasses.
mid 30s, so it was 1 to 2 degrees. So
All
fuck your
right,
temperature.
whatever.
Anyways, so we start walking around, and by the time we get to like the main part of like Hell Valley, where it's like you're in the valley,
Hmm.
it was cloudy. It started snowing, like the fattest snow you'd ever seen, and it was windy as shit. And you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
But it made for some really cool photos. So we got to see that.
Thermodynamics are really fucked in that area, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yep. So we did that. We walked back to the hotel, checked in. This was the one location that, granted, throughout this whole entire trip, we all stayed at the same hotel, just different rooms, obvious reasons. This was an onsen town. This specific hotel was like an onsen hotel. So we were like, let's just do a fucking sleepover. And all 6 of us stayed in one room.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we checked in, we all stayed in the same room, and then the boys went to we all went to the hot springs, onsen, whatever, took our bath, showered first and then take our bath.
Details.
My wiener was no.
Yeah. Oh.
So we went to the baths. It was a good time. I was scared because it was sulfur, and I'm theoretically allergic to sulfites, which that's a whole different story. I wasn't really allergic out there, which was other than a couple times I had like a flare up, but besides the point. Anyways, we went to the baths. We had a good time. 2 of the girls went to the baths. My wife did not. She was like, that's not my scene. I'm not doing that. Have fun. So she took a bath like in the hotel room. So at some point at the night, they were like, hey, we're gonna come into the room and we're gonna set up the beds for you, which is basically just like futons. And we saw where they were. They were just in the closet or whatnot. But Sam was taking a shower / bath, and she finished her bath, and she's like, I wonder when the people are going to come set up the futon. She opens the door from the bathroom to the main room, and all of a sudden she gets a knock on the door. They open the door, and she fucking closes it, turns on the shower to like realize that people like say like somebody's in here.
Anime
She's
moment.
just like, yeah, she's just having a freak out, just like, what the fuck? Like, I nearly like just had like the stereotypical anime moment, which is hilarious.
That's great.
So yeah,
Yeah.
great night.
As a quick aside too, for anyone who's traveling to Japan, highly recommend either staying at a ryokan or staying at an onsen if you can, like a hotel that has
Yeah.
an onsen.
Also,
'cause it's a
call ahead
wonderful
to make sure tattoos are okay.
that too.
um,
That too.
because the one we went to, they're like, no, you can't do tattoos. You can do cover ups.
Yep.
But they're like, if you really want to, if you go between like 12:30 midnight, like midnight 30 and 3 a.m., which is when the baths close, is at 3 a.m. They're like, you could
can
go at that time.
Yeah,
But like when the families are out, no.
the one that my wife and I stayed at when we were in Kyoto last, it was tattoo friendly. We looked it up and we double checked with them, and they're like, "Yeah, no, you're fine." And it was public too. It wasn't
Yeah,
a private. It wasn't like a private to like your
there
own room.
there was an onsen in that town that was tattoo friendly, but there's also people who were potentially saying that it may have been run by the Yakuza. So we were like, maybe not.
Oh, come
Like,
on!
granted,
That'd have been a good
we would have been
experience.
we would have been fine, but like we were just like, let's just not.
One of the
So,
voice actors we met at a con 2 years ago got tattooed by a former Yakuza member. So
yep, that was a fun story.
I love that.
But yeah, so next day we take our train back up to actual Sapporo, and this is the day that was kind of just up in the air, just do whatever you want. My friends or our friends who stayed separate. It's like the separate friends and then girlfriend boyfriend friends. Separate friends. They were like, hey, we want to do this thing. We absolutely like this is like our must do. We are going to do this. It's like, great, you guys go do that thing. Wonderful.
Hmm.
We go to the hotel, drop our bags, and they're like, we're going to go get lunch real quick, and then we're going to take the train to go to Setsunbun, which is basically just like a New Year's not festival, but like celebration in which they throw soybeans to chase away the demons, like the bad demons for the year.
Hmm.
So they were like, we want to go to the shrine and we want to do this. And my wife and I, we kind of looked at each other. We're like, well, we have nothing better to do. So we were like, hey, let's give them their space. We'll go separately, and we'll just be separate from them, but we'll also go because we have nothing better to do or we have nothing planned. So let's just do this as well. Of course, we fucking take the same train over there on accident, and so we kind of meet up. We walked towards it. We get through the torii gate, but past the torii gate, there's a sign and it says temple or the shrine this way, and then in the other direction is a zoo. So my
Well, now
wife and
hang
I,
on.
we looked at each other like, well, hold on now. Zoo's open till 4. The festival thing is at 2. Let's just go to the zoo because it's like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. We're like, let's just go
Yeah.
to the zoo. So we do. We just go to the zoo and we had a fucking blast. And there was one animal specific that I was like, I want to fucking see this.
Wait,
I
wait,
want
wait,
to see
wait,
this more than anything in the world.
wait, wait, wait. Can I guess it?
Sure.
Well, okay. So I'm assuming this is not an animal that you could see at a zoo by you, then.
Correct.
This is a tough one.
I will say it is not a bird.
It's that. Is that a dig at my whole bird situation that happened?
No, because the main draw of the zoo was like the snowbirds in
Oh
Sapporo
yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
Hokkaido, like the little
The little
fucking white
fairies.
fat bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they called? I think they're
Didn't
called
see
snow
those. I don't
fairies.
know where they. Yeah, they're called snow fairies. That's
They're
right.
very hard. They're tiny.
I could not figure out where they were, so I was just like, screw
Yeah,
it,
they're
whatever.
tiny.
I was just like,
I
I
thought that
could
was a
not.
I thought that was a dig at my bird,
N-
Peter.
no, it was like every gift shop had like
The
mostly
little.
just that, and then like things of other things or other animals.
I'm
Um,
I'm gonna guess. My heart says red panda, but I feel like the red pandas are at a lot of zoos now. My heart says, but my brain says snow leopard.
you were wrong on both accounts.
Ow! All right.
So I was looking at the map and I was like, okay, it's over here, and we couldn't find the exhibit, and we're like, fuck, man, like whatever. The zoo's about to close. Let's just walk out.
Another anime moment.
As we were walking out,
Anime
we
moment.
looked to the left, and there's a zookeeper in one of the exhibits, and they had like food, and all of a sudden, out from behind the zookeeper, runs out 2 tanukis,
Oh, you got.
aka
Oh, yeah,
raccoon
yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
And it was feeding time, and that was the one thing I wanted to see. I was like, "Oh my god! Oh
I
my
saw.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" They were the most adorable fucking chunks of all time.
They're so
They
cute.
were so cute,
I.
and so I'm just like, "Yes!" And my wife was like, "What is going on right now?" I was like, "Those are raccoon dogs. They're tanukis. They're great. They're wonderful. I love them."
I
So
think.
yeah, I got to see the animal I wanted to the most, and they actually had elephants in like one of the like they didn't have them outside because of snow and all that, but they had elephants inside, and so my wife got to see her favorite animal as well.
Oh, nice.
So it was a good time.
I got to see one in the wild, and I didn't like. I where I live, there's a lot of like critters everywhere. So like seeing
Yeah,
deer and raccoons and possums and coyotes and all that stuff, not that abnormal by where I live. So I was like, oh, tanukis, raccoon dogs. Like I assume they were the equivalent for raccoons here in terms of like exposure, right?
right.
I didn't realize how rare until I read about them later on. it is to see them. So I had actually seen one in the wild after leaving one of the castles,
Ooh.
and I was like, I think that's a tanuki up there, and I looked and it was like on the perch, like just looking down, and I'm like, oh, look at that.
Yeah,
So I
no,
didn't,
they
yeah, I
were
didn't realize it
fucking
was like it was kind of a rarity to see, but that's cool. Raccoon dogs are super cute. I love them.
they were derpy and adorable, and they were
Yeah.
like, "I want my food and I want it now."
Yeah.
Um, I will say it was really funny. We walked in, and like the first thing that you see on the left is like kind of bird exhibits, and I heard a bird, and I was like, "They have fucking eagles here?" Because like my brain was just like well, no, that's a red hawk.
you
The
you heard
normal
red, white, and
eagle
blue,
sound is a red
motherfucker.
hawk. No, like they so growing up, we went to Bass Lake a lot as kids. We'd take like a lake trip weekly, and they do have eagles there. And so, like every once in a while, you'd hear the eagles. So that's why I knew that normal eagles don't sound like that noise. Like that's a red hawk. Um, so I heard like an actual eagle noise. I was like, "What the fuck is going on? I
Like the
am not in the
screech.
United States."
Yeah.
Yeah, they had, and I shit you not, they are local to Japan. Sea eagles. They were just sea
Sea
eagles, and they
eagles.
had
Oh.
yeah, they had a similar but different sound to normal eagles, and I was just like, "What the
Oh.
fuck?"
Wait.
Yeah. So what?
I did you see my favorite animal?
I thought your favorite animal's in the aquarium.
I mean, yeah, for the most part. No, my favorite animal, native to Japan, terrifies children and women alike. The shoebill.
Uh, no,
Basically a
we did
fucking
not.
dinosaur.
Did we
It's
see a shoe bill?
those things are terrifying, and I love them.
No, I know.
They have the eyes of a velociraptor. They have the beak of a fucking pterodactyl. They've got the legs of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That thing is a freak of nature, and they when they clap their beaks, it sounds like a goddamn machine gun going off. They're so cool, and my wife is terrified of them.
No, I don't think we did.
Oh,
We just yeah, I know we saw penguins, and there was another animal like with
penguins cute. Shoebills, not. I find them to be
no, we didn't.
incredible, though. I love them.
But yeah, this is for those of you who are watching the video, the zookeeper. Sorry, but yeah, the fucking little guy is just
He's
eating
like,
his
ah.
heart out. But yeah, no. So yeah, we did the zoo. We go back to the hotel, get ready for the night, and then we did a bar tour, which is basically just a guide takes you around to a bunch of different isekais, and you eat and drink, and you get like the tour
Wait,
basically includes
hang on.
one.
You were not isekai. You went to izakayas.
Did I not say izakayas?
I think you said isekais, and I was like, I
I
hope you
thought I
guys
said
did
isekai.
isekai.
No, there were many jokes about that, but no. They took us to 3 isekais, and basically at each one you get 1 drink and 1 food item, like
Yeah, but
small, like
yeah,
small plate, like for
yeah,
free, or not free. It's built into the cost of the tour.
yeah, yeah.
Um, the first place ended up being all you can drink for like 40 minutes, so I think I had like 3 beers at the first place without eating anything.
Duh. Oh, smart move.
Yeah, it was fun. That whole night was great. And the last place, God, I wish the last place was the first place because it was like in a tall building. We were on like the 12th floor, and it was just an oyster bar. It was an oyster bar.
Oh,
They had really good, like it was just I got beer the whole night, but like they had really fucking good oysters,
we
and
talking
I
raw? We
really wish
talking
that
grilled?
anything you wanted. But
Oh,
yeah, I got the raw oysters with like chives and
nah.
another like sauce of some sort
Give me
in it,
them.
and God, it was
Give
so
me
good.
them grilled oysters from Miyajima. Those were my
Grilled
fave.
oysters are good, but yeah,
Stuff's
so
good.
that was that day. The next one, we woke up and basically we just did the snow festival. We walked like we didn't walk the entirety of it because there are 3 separate sites. We basically walked all of one.
It's big. Yeah,
Uh, it's huge. It was massive.
yeah.
But the one that we went to, we thought, oh, it's like 8 blocks or whatever. We'll be back at night, etc. It'll be fine. We walked all 11 blocks of it, which was more than I had anticipated. But yeah, we walked all 11 of the snow sculptures. So we got to see all the snow sculptures. I did a
Yay.
little bit of shopping, which unfortunately I don't have the things here for it. I did feel bad. I walked into the Kodakawa booth like the pop-up shop,
Yeah.
and I wanted to get like the one standee that I wanted for myself was the Winter Festival Eye from Oshinoko, uh, like acrylic standee, and they were sold out. And I like seen this and I was like, "Is it sold out?" And they're like, "Yeah, but come back tomorrow and we'll have some." I was like, "I leave tomorrow." And the person was like, she was so sad for me. She was just like, "Oh." And I saw the fucking hamsters turning. She's like, "Do I go get this fucking white boy
do I
one of
do
them
I
from the
do
boxes
I
that we're gonna put
sneak?
out tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, daijoubu, it's fine, like, whatever, and so I grabbed another thing for me that was Oshinoko related, checked out, and left, but, did a little bit of shopping there, and then at 2
Sad Charlie
PM.
Brown music played in the background as you walked away.
Yeah. No, it was right outside a Hatsune Miku type,
Hatsune Miku.
snow. Yeah, there's a couple Hatsune Mikus. There was actually the most, snow sculptures I saw of just, like, the same thing, surprisingly enough, was the fucking Labubus, which was like, why?
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Why? Why are there
Labubu,
3 Labubus?
Labubos.
And they're all in the same fucking area. I'm like, "Why?" But, no, they had a new Hatsune Miku song that was playing on repeat the entire it was just one song on repeat the entire time, and we're like, "Oh my god, these people must be going insane, whoever works in this little area."
It's the same
Um,
people that go to the Baymax ride every day.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, we walked the 11 blocks of just snow sculptures, was really fucking cool. This is the thing that we had planned the trip around. It was great. And then from there, we went to the Sapporo Museum where we had a reservation for like a 2-hour meal where it's like all you can eat, all you can drink. And we just had a good old time, ate a lot of food. Again, oh, it was yakiniku. Yakiniku where you
Oh,
cook it in front of yourself again.
yeah. That's the one in the hot
And
pot too. Like it's like you make it's. Is it the more of the hot pot one, the yakiniku?
no, it was on a grill.
It was still on the grill. Okay.
Still on a grill.
I
Maybe
think
it wasn't yakiniku then.
no, you might be right. Shabu
Anyways,
shabu is the other one. I think the shabu shabu is the one in the
yes,
pot.
you are correct. So yeah, we drank a lot. Took cabs back to the hotel, and the boys took their own cab while the girls took their own. And my buddies, both coincidentally, it was one of the funniest cab rides because we're all intoxicated, and both of my buddies got the hiccups, and they were like fucking a cappella back and forth hiccuping, and and I lost my shit. As they were hiccuping, I lost my shit, could not keep it together, started laughing, and I kept saying sorry to the cab driver, like, "I'm sorry we're being loud and just those stupid tourists, but goddamn is this funny." And my buddy who was sitting up front was just who had one of them that had the hiccups was like, "I would have felt bad if not for the fact that the cab driver was also laughing along." And I'm just like, "Okay, good, at least he was laughing as well."
That's good.
And yeah, it was great. I don't remember exactly what we did the rest of that day,
Well, you were
but it was
hammered, so
yeah. The next day was supposed to be a day trip to Otoru, which is about another hour train ride, like northwest of Sapporo. My wife and I were like, because we were gonna go to Otoru and go watch the penguin walk, because they do like 3 or 4 penguin walks throughout the day, where it's just like you kind of like stand up or stand in a line, like across like a little barrier, and then you see the little penguins walk in front of you. But by this time, my wife and I were just dying of just exhaustion. So we just stayed in Sapporo. We got curry soup, which was fucking delicious. Oh my god, I'm still thinking of that curry soup. And we did a little bit of shopping. We just did a little bit of walking, and we had a good time. And then from there, we flew back to the next day. We flew back to Tokyo. Went back to my aunt's house. Did a little bit of shopping in Akihabara, and then 4 of us. So the 2 wives, not the buddy with a girlfriend, but the 2 wives, they went out with my aunt to go get ramen for dinner, and then they went to a really nice bar, which my aunt brought them to. It was the type of bar that was like $30 cocktails, if not
jeez.
more, per cocktail.
Well, it's in Roppongi, so
Well,
that makes sense.
yeah, it was at a very nice hotel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they did that, and then we went to Shimakitazawa, and we went to Shelter, which is the real life concert venue that they base Starry after in Bochi the Rock, and we actually went to a concert there. which was a fucking blast. I had a lot of fun. It was a great time. And the next day we flew home. We did a little bit of shopping in the morning, but not too much. I wanted like there were things on my shopping list that I tried to find. Like there were two specific figures that I tried to find and two like semi-specific albums that I wanted to find, like vinyl albums.
Yeah.
The figures did not find either of them, but we got close on one of them. There's two specific like free run figures that had released that are like scale figures that are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
They had the other one that I didn't necessarily want, and I was just like, I'm not going to spend the $300 or whatever it is, or
Oh,
$250. Yeah, on that scale figure. I'm like,
shoes.
no, it's not the one that I want, so fuck it. So, yeah, didn't get really any of the figures that I wanted, but there was an album that I wanted to try and find, and they have Tower Records out there. Surprisingly enough, I keep forgetting that Tower Records is a thing out there.
Yeah.
They didn't have it at one, and when I asked about it, like the guy behind the counter didn't know, but there was another guy that was cataloging albums or cataloging like inventory, who as soon as he heard the band name, he's like, "Oh, absolutely not. We do not have any of that." And I was like, "Okay, great." So I went online and I bought the album on like off of Discogs and like because it was one selling in the United States for like $40. I was like, "Great, I'll just buy that, and by the time I get home, it'll show up on my doorstep." We go to a Tower Records in Sendai. They had the fucking album in Sendai. And I'm like, God damn it. Didn't end up buying it because again I bought it online. But I did find another album there that you are familiar with
Uh-oh.
that I did end up buying. I found for 3,800 yen the Atarashi
Oh,
Gakko album.
their first one.
Their only one. But yes.
Well, no, they have another one.
They, they have a lot of EPs, but this is their first album. I
Yeah,
believe.
that's their first album.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that. I was just like, do I want it? Do I not want it? Do I want it? Do I not want it? I debated it
Bwah,
for a while, and
bwah,
then by the time we were leaving, I was like, no, I'm
bwah.
gonna go back up to that floor and buy it.
Do,
So
do,
yeah,
do,
I
do,
bought that
do.
album. The other thing I was trying to look for was anything by Otto, like on vinyl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I got back home that I realized, oh, they only did one pressing of each album on vinyl, and
Good
that
luck.
was it. Yeah, all the resale values of those albums are the cheapest one, which I think is the newest album, is about $90 on eBay plus shipping. And then
Oh.
all the other ones are like 140, 150 plus shipping on eBay. I'm like,
Ugh.
no, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like no wonder I couldn't find it. Other things that I bought in Japan, I bought a little Bochi plushie with keychain thing, which is great. I do have this off to the side because I had to fix it. The like little thing holding it to the keychain portion broke off.
You didn't buy that in I bought that
No, I
for you,
know.
you
It was
ding
it was in
dong.
the pile. It was in the
Oh.
pile. It was like
I bought that
uh
for you and I was like,
I
he's gonna love this. And you didn't even know what the fuck it was. And I was so pissed. I was
I'm
so mad.
sorry.
I legit was so mad. I almost took it
I
back.
I
And I
love it. And I love it. But yeah, I got a little pin of the
the
snow
snow
angel
fairy.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hee hee.
got a little pin. Went to the Shonen Jump store, got myself an Ichi the Witch button, which is
Surprised you
cute.
didn't get anything Atarashi Gakko. Not Atarashi Gakko. What the fuck is Akane Banashi from the Shonen Jump store? They have a lot of Akane Banashi stuff.
It was all like acrylics, and they didn't have any of Akane. They were all sold out of Akane. They were all the side characters. So I was like, I'm good.
Huh.
I bought myself a little icy card holder thing, which is
Nice.
Bochi the Rock.
It's so funny that you got a physical card too. I meant to mention it at the beginning, but I was like,
They don't. So iPhones, you can do it on iPhones for
yeah,
digital. You can do it on Android.
oh, sucks to suck, kid.
Whatever. I bought a sticker for Freerun. It's dark.
It's dark and scary in
dark
here.
and scary. Yeah, that was great. A Bochi the Rock pin, which is funny
Party
as shit.
people. I love that.
From Shelter, I bought a keychain as well because why not?
Yeah, I mean you
I
have to.
bought a Gunpla of Castle in the Sky, which
The
apparently I also
Flapter.
have to. Yeah, so I also have to paint. So
Oh,
I have a
have
little
fun.
button paint.
It's
Yeah.
like a Warhammer figure.
Yeah, exactly. And then I got 2 volume, or technically 3 volumes of manga. One's down there, and I'm not gonna get it. It's the one down there is the Weekly Shonen Jump, and it's the first issue or first chapter of Under Doctor, which, well, excuse me, has
Jeez,
been
oh
really
Pete's
good for its
child.
first. I know that was a weird burp. The first 4 chapters have been really fucking good for Under Doctor. I've been really enjoying it. But I got 2 physical volumes. The first volume of Witch Riv, which this is like a first printing edition because it's got like the like little weird badge thing here and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
also an art print on the front. Witch Riv is absolutely wonderful. I love it. It's on Manga Plus. And then I got the 15th volume of Witch Hat Atelier, not for the fact that it's Witch Hat Atelier, but because it's the special edition and it came with an acrylic standee in the back
That's cool.
of Coco. And I was like, I don't really like acrylic standees, but this is fucking dope. So I bought it.
I love all my acrylics. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Another
then again, the things that I bought in Sapporo, which are at my buddy's house, those are I also bought those.
yeah.
So, and
Another
that's all I got.
another quick trip recommendation for anyone else traveling. Buy Shonen Jump weekly Shonen or Jump or whatever the big manga volumes because they're just cool and they cost like 599
Dude, it
yen.
was like yeah, it
It's
was
like
like 550 yen or some shit
yeah,
like that. I was like,
it's
what
like
the
$3.
fuck is
It's
that?
like three US dollars, and you get this
It was
awesome.
wild.
Yeah, it's just cool. I remember when I first went to Japan for law school, which was the summer of 2017, and I bought it.
Mhm.
And I remember like just they were in my mom's house and I went and picked them up and I was like, I remember buying these. Like these are sick. And it was like the front was like Naruto or something. And I was just like, I just got it because it's cool. And it cost me like $3.
Yeah,
Yeah, go buy those. They're
probably
cool
at the time
keepsakes.
5, but yeah, they're really cheap and they're everywhere. You go into any like
Yeah.
conveni, they're fucking there.
7-Eleven, Family
Uh,
Mart, Lawson, no matter what. Yeah.
I know we've run really long this episode.
Incredibly.
Yeah, real quick, like things I learned, not really a lot because again, we kind of talked about a lot of them. I did learn at the very end of the trip when we are not going to shrines anymore, what the fuck the point of the 1 yen coin is. Is just basically just use them at shrines because you can't use them in vending machines and it's a pain in the ass to use at convenience stores. So where do you use them? Use them at
Shrines.
shrines. So if you're
Yeah.
wondering, what the fuck do I do with these 1 yen coins? Shrines.
And depending on where you go, a lot of the times they will round up. So unless it's like, like sometimes you'll get 1 yen coins, which you're like, if you can equate them to dollars, it's basically 0.01 pennies.
Penny.
It's like it's like a
Or
tenth or a
0.05
hundred.
penny.
Yeah, it's not a level of a currency that we can understand because we don't go that low. It's
Yeah,
also funky
it's
because
ridiculous.
it feels fake. It feels like they handed you Monopoly
It's
money.
so weird.
Like it like the whatever material it is, and I can't remember what it is. It feels fake.
Like plastic.
Yeah, it's some
It almost
weird.
feels like plastic.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so you use them at shrines for the most part.
I
That's
did not
almost
know that.
exclusively. Yeah.
And I feel
You
like there
just
was
have a
another
bunch
lesson learned
like
other than
handfuls of 1 yen
we
coins.
had
You're
like
like,
we
I
had
gotta get
like
rid of these.
we had like 14 to 20 1 yen coins by the end of the trip. I was like, I don't know what to do with these. So I gave them like we were spending the last 2 night with my aunt, so I gave them to my aunt. I was like, here for the
Yeah.
shrines whenever you go next.
Yeah. There you go.
So um there was one other thing I learned and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. So we're gonna have to save it for next week or whenever I remember it. But
Traveling is easy there. That's what I always tell
I think,
people.
dude, public transport's so nice.
Yeah,
My buddy was
yeah.
like, "Hey, you and I were tall. We're gonna have to leave like the navigation to like the shorter people." I'm like, I could see everything just fine. I don't know what he was talking about, but
Wait, hang on. Wait, no, time out. Run that back. What did your buddy say?
he said since we're tall, we're leaving navigation to the shorter people because the signs are like above and like you won't be able to see the next sign above you. I'm like, I was perfectly fine navigating everything there. Like, I don't know. But that was the one thing that I was kind of just like surprised because my buddy had anticipated that I would have issues navigating.
You
I'm
guys
like,
aren't
no, it's fine.
fucking kaijus like running through a train. Like you're like it's not you guys aren't like
Yeah,
you guys aren't like 8 feet tall, like we're so big and giant we can't see stuff. I'm sorry. That's
yeah,
the
I know.
equivalent of the if you fly the plane the same way as the rotation of the earth, you'll get there faster. Oh, we're so big we won't
But
see signs. That's what?
uh,
No, public
Yeah,
transit is
no.
easy. Don't be afraid. Like
Public transit's so easy. It's
it's
so nice. Just when you put it into your map, like Google Maps, it tells you, "Hey, you need to get on either this platform," or it's like, "Hey, you go from H1 to H8." It's like,
yeah,
or H2 to H8. It's like, great. You need the numbers to go up, not down.
it's really convenient, and it'll tell you what side of the track to stand on. If it's on
Yep.
time. If they're even a minute late, they'll apologize profusely to you. I had that happen before. I'm like, this is abnormal because here, if the bus gets here 10 minutes early or 10 minutes late, that's on time, basically. So
Yep.
yeah, no, public transit is
Yeah.
great there. That's always my
Public
message.
transit was absolutely wonderful. God, I miss it. I miss that. I miss the fucking just vending machines
Is
everywhere.
I
The
was gonna
thing
say,
I
is the
don't miss
oh boy, go ahead.
I was gonna say the thing I don't miss is that there are like you
No
can't find
garbage
a
cans.
trash can.
It's
Fucking dude,
everyone
God, that's
says the same
awful.
thing.
It is
Just
awful.
you have a bag specifically for whatever you get. Like the key is you
I had like
start your morning, go to like even if you're gonna go get a nice coffee or a baked good or whatever, regardless, start your morning at a combini. Go get a water.
just eat it there,
Go
eat
get
it
a
there, and
water.
just throw it away there.
Well, no, get a bag. Ask for a bag and just have that bag be your portable garbage can.
That's fair.
The problem is that in Japan, they sort their trash like how
Yeah.
we sort our books. Like it's incredible the level of like separation the trash gets there. It's like bottles have to have the cap off. It's like certain types of metals go in certain piles. If it's like like food waste versus general waste, like it shocks me and I get honestly terrified about it. I'm like, I hope I don't put this in the wrong one and get yelled at. But yeah, that's why they just can't have regular garbage cans. Otherwise, it'd just be a nightmare. So yes,
Yeah. Well,
make sure you have a
have
portable one for you.
they don't have garbage cans because of another reason, but yes.
Well,
That's a much darker reason. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I feel there were a few other things. I think like mostly learning how to order just one of something or two of something. That was something I learned, like
hito,
hitatsu and futatsu.
hitatsu, futatsu.
Okori wo nan desu ka?
Oh,
No.
look at the white boy speaking some Japanese.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, just learning just small things like phrases to get by, so you don't look like a complete fucking moron.
That's the thing that I always
Um,
tell people too that have asked me about like going to Japan or like tips and stuff. And I'm like, just learn if you learn a minimal amount or at least attempt, it's it they most Japanese people will see it as like a sign of courtesy that you're attempting, and they're not going to fault you if you get something wrong or like discourage you from trying to speak Japanese. Certain countries will, and I've been to one in particular twice now, and they're all bastards there. Sorry if you're listening and you're from France, but you guys suck. I spoke fluent French and I got around fine. Okay, this is a totally
uh,
tangential story, but like I went there when I was in high school with my family, and I met the most stereotypical Frenchman because we had to get directions, and I was like, I know French. I'm gonna go ask this guy. This guy was you could not ask for a more like caricature version of a Frenchman. He was smoking a cigarette while reading a newspaper at a newspaper stand with a coffee in the hand and a scarf around. Kid you not. Asked him in French where this place was. He gave the directions to me in French. We were on our way. We were fine. My dad tried to just order something in English
bro-
French,
broken French.
Engla Ranch or whatever. The waiter, I thought the waiter was going to take a knife to his throat. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, you can't try to speak French, all right? I know when you go to Mexico and you order a cerveza por favor, they're like, oh, look at the gringo. You good Spanish, good Spanish. You can't do that here. It's like they do not respect it.
Nope.
Japan,
But yeah, no.
complete opposite though. Like they
Sumimasen is the most important word you can learn.
yeah,
Absolutely the
It's
most
great.
important word.
Great when you're asking a question. Great when you need help at a claw machine. Great when you need an extra thing of something at a restaurant. Just sumimasen.
I did go to a Taito station and win
Oh,
something from a claw machine, but I want to
oh,
figure it was for my buddy's wife. It was a One Piece character that they were like, I love this character. And God, I saw that figure fucking everywhere. But luckily, I think I won it for 1,700 yen, and everywhere we went, like the
That's
resale
not.
shops and everything else had it for like 2,500 yen
I
to 3,000. I'm just like, haha, I got a deal.
I won the biggest bag of umaibo I ever seen. It was a garbage bag full of umaibo, which are basically 70 yen.
Yep.
So super cheap treats. They're just giant Cheetos. They're great. I love
Yeah,
them. But yeah.
but learned a
Well,
lot,
that's
had a
good.
lot of fun.
I'm glad
I
you
ate
had
strawberries
blast.
and I missed pudding.
I'm glad you had a blast. I will say though, I am gonna throw you under the bus for a split second and
Oh
remind
boy.
you that not 2 days into your trip, you texted me and was like, I already have like Japan syndrome of like
FOMO. Like,
FOMO.
I miss it already.
And I'm like, motherfucker, you're there. You just got
Yep.
there. Don't talk to
Yep.
me. It's snowing 10 feet of snow by me. I have to go to work. Don't speak to me, you
Yeah,
bastard.
I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss this already." Yeah, I fucking
You
miss
were
it,
like
dude. It
two
was so
days.
much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone does. And it's
So much
everyone
fun.
says they're going to go to other places. And the problem is that after you go to Japan once, it's like, God, I want to go back again. There's just so much stuff to see,
I
so
do.
many places to
I
go
don't think
to.
my wife wants to go again. She's just like,
Really?
I think I'm good." Yeah.
All right, boys trip. We're gonna go to we're
I
gonna onsen only tour. We're going to every big onsen,
all the onsens and all the muscle mommy bars.
all the no, maybe not. Well,
I shit you not. When I texted Danny photos
sumo
of
wrestler.
Japan.
We'll do that.
I texted our buddy Danny photos of Japan. He was like, "You're in Japan? I didn't know that."
Go
And
to the
he was like,
muscle mommy.
he said, "Go to the muscle mommy bar for Amy and I." And I'm like, "No, we are not
Yeah,
doing that."
get the shit slapped out of you.
Exactly.
That's so
Speaking
funny.
of shit slapped out of you, thank you so much for watching this long ass episode. We
Yeah,
greatly
or
appreciate it.
listening
I
to
had
it.
a
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're listening to it, watching it, we greatly appreciate your time with us. I had a blast in Japan. I probably will bring up other stories that I did not mention in later episodes for just like one off, like, oh, this happened. So get used to that. I'm sorry in advance. But thank you again for joining us this week. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. But if you want more of us, follow us on the social medias at Baka&Co Podcast, wherever you get your social media feeds. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. I believe you're still in town for a month essentially, and then
You
you're
got me
gone.
for
And
a
then
little bit of time. I'll
yes,
be
I've got
around.
you for a little bit. We'll be doing the things. So until next time, everybody. Spark Triumph. We'll see you then.